usually make videos about drama, except for those 2 times that I did. But I'll never give up a good excuse to crap all over a Canadian. Seeing as that I am somehow the bigger channel than this VTuber here, some people are gonna say that I'm dunking or hitting down on a smaller creator, but they have more Twitter followers than me, so I'd say it's about right. This is MoemiRat, a femboy VTuber from Canada who decided to make a hit piece against patriot VTuber, horse girl, and active service member Tomoe Umari, who I happen to be a casual fan of. I'm not really sure why every time I decide to make a video on drama, it's about some femboy causing problems, but I guess they just cause a lot of controversy. So this rat decided to create a video on Tomoe Umari for the greatest crime of all, being apolitical on the internet. Yeah, so this rat boy decided to just make a 4-minute hit piece on Tomoe Umari for not being political enough and essentially hiding behind her flag and hiding behind her being a service member to avoid scrutiny. So those who don't know about Tomoe Umari, she is a horse girl VTuber whose whole shtick is that she's a patriot, she's a service member, and she just loves her country, and just that's pretty much it. Like, she's not political about anything. She doesn't make political stances. She's just a patriot who loves her country. And apparently that's enough controversy for have this rat decide to crash out on the internet. So why is this a problem? Why is this rat boy decide that this is a huge problem that he has to make a video specifically addressing it? Because he's mad. Apparently his mentality is that you can't be a patriot and not be politically brain rotted. Apparently you have to take a stance on everything. It's interesting. But jokes aside, my biggest gripe with this whole video has to be that he calls out Tomoe Umari and says that she's hiding behind LARPing as a patriot and a service member because to avoid scrutiny and to keep her bottom line, which is completely insulting and also completely moronic. Let me explain. I'm a vet. And when I joined the military, they tell you one thing: you are not allowed to make political stances on the internet while you are a service member. Tomoe Umari is a service member currently. So she's not allowed to make political stances as much as you may want her to do so. You don't believe me? Here's the DoD Standards of Conduct Office telling you exactly that. So this little rat had the gall to call Tomoe Umari stupid for not taking a joke about her, being essentially akin to ignoring genocide or something, for not calling out ICE every 15 seconds like everyone else on X. And then he doesn't even know what it means to be a service member. He doesn't know what the rules and obligations are. This little rat boy over here decided to say that her oath doesn't mean anything anymore. It's obsolete because of insert political problem here, because of the ICE problems they're having, because of the problems with ICE that he, as a Canadian, isn't affected by, and that he's going to preach to from Canada. You're a Canadian.
You don't use your community or platform to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, or provide for the common defense. The oath you promised to uphold when you started to serve your country has now become obsolete in the grand scheme of things. You watch as your government continues to beat down and kill your civilians, and still you say nothing.
I genuinely believe that this person is just making this video not because they actually see like some kind of injustice there, because they want to garner the audience that will hate someone like Tomoe Umari, someone who's a patriot without having to be constantly political all the time. This isn't like an attack on Tomoe Umari as much as it is a cry for attention from someone who's completely attention starved and wants to garner an audience that is the opposite of Tomoe Umari's. Someone who's a bunch of people who are completely politically brain rotted. People who can't do anything without having to think about the political consequences of it. It could also be that they're, just a Canadian. Canadians obsess over American politics just like everybody does. And I mean, honestly, I'd do it too if I was a Canadian. Looks like it sucks there. I'd obsess over America too. But give it a little time. Maybe you'll be one of us. This person is obviously just completely, not just brain rotted when it comes to political stuff, but also is just an unhappy person who sees success and wants to attack it. I guarantee you this person mostly made this video, not just because they're politically brain rotted, but because they see someone like Tomoe Umari who's successful and they're not. And so they have to attack them for it. They have to find nitpicks in it. Someone who's just having fun, being apolitical, being a patriot, and just can't let that stand. Just got to attack them for it. Just got to attack them for it. Glad to see this is like totally backfiring and getting a ton of hate on Twitter and in the comment section of the video. I'm surprised that the video is still up as of the time of recording. I'm surprised he hasn't taken it down yet, but don't worry, I have it recorded, so we'll see. So the lesson of this fable is essentially, don't pick fights with people who just want to be apolitical. Pick fights with people who are already politically brain rotted. If you went after somebody like, I don't know, Ben Shapiro or Hassan Piker for being politically brain rotted, even me, go ahead and attack me for being politically brain rotted, but don't attack her. She's not even doing anything. It's like dragging somebody into the crowd of all this brawl because they're standing there doing nothing. It's like, what's wrong with you? I think the best option, punishment for this crime against Tomoe Umari should be being sent to the Fallout internment camps to be re-educated. So anyway, that's about it. Canada, Trudeau, and you little rat.
Oh, you know what you are? You're Canadian. Fuck you.